Sawadee and good morning. Thank you for joining this morning edition of NBT World Brief. I'm Shanita Sidagate Krathon. You're here with me every Saturday morning. Now, yesterday afternoon, the Prime Minister inspected the site of the construction crane collapse on RAMA the Second Road, marking the latest of a series in similar accidents. Initial findings point to construction equipment and work procedures, prompting the government to consider administrative action, including possible contract termination. Prime Minister and Interior Minister Anuthin Chanwiragoon inspected the accident site, reviewed dashcam and CCTV footage, and questioned officials about traffic conditions at the time of the collapse, as well as assistance and compensation for the injured and deceased. Engineers from the Department of Highways, together with the Engineering Institute of Thailand, used drones to survey the area from all angles to support investigation. A fact-finding committee has been appointed and is expected to conclude within 7 days. The Prime Minister said preliminary information indicates the collapse involved a large steel crane structure, not the project's main concrete structure. Prime Minister Anuthin noted that although no specific contract breach has been identified yet, the repeated incidents 4 times within 10 months pose a serious public safety risk. Prime Minister Anuthin stressed that incomplete structures must not be left open to traffic, calling the incident negligent, and said all safety measures must be completed before reopening roads. Families of victims killed in a construction crane collapsed on a high-speed rail project in CQ district of NAKHON RATCHASIMA province are beginning to receive the bodies of their loved ones to return them to their hometowns for religious ceremonies. At Maharad Nakhon Ratchasima Hospital, forensic officers continue identity verification to determine causes of death and confirm the victims' identities before releasing the bodies to their families. Relatives gathered at the forensic unit in grief as the process was completed. The local rescue foundation has provided vehicles and volunteers to transport the bodies back to the victims' hometowns. 6 bodies were transferred as of yesterday. The foundation will continue assisting families today with transportation arrangements for religious ceremonies in their hometowns. In Yala province, the body of Akman Yeng, one of the victims, arrived at his hometown around noon. His family held Islamic funeral rites before laying him to rest at the local cemetery. Yala Governor Gongsakun Jantarad attended the ceremony to offer condolences to the family. Regarding initial assistance, the provincial administration has already transferred a compensation of 150,000 baht to each victim's family and is working to coordinate additional benefits as fully as possible. As preparations continue for the upcoming general election and referendum, the Election Commission has warned political parties and candidates to campaign within the law following the rise in complaints over smear tactics and intimidation. The Election Committee's Chairman Narong Glinwarin urged political parties and preliminary candidates to focus on policy-based campaigning. The chairman said that the Election Commission has received complaints involving defamation and threats and is closely monitoring the situation. Given the highly competitive race, the Election Commission has appointed 6 to 8 election inspectors in each province and coordinated with rapid response police units and more than 150 polling officials nationwide to prevent vote buying and violence. Deputy Secretary General of the Election Commission, Police Lieutenant Colonel Chanin Noilek said over 60 campaign sites have been damaged nationwide. Some suspects were found to have mental health issues, but deliberate sabotage by rivals could lead to criminal charges and election penalties. Election Commission's Secretary General Sawang Bunmi said opinion polls are allowed if conducted academically, but misleading or manipulated polls are illegal. The Secretary General added that candidates under arrest or as a seizure remain eligible unless a final unless a final court ruling disqualifies them. That wraps up our morning edition of NBT World Brief. You can stay updated with the latest developments right here on NBT and NBT World. For more stories, simply scan the QR code on your screen to access full coverage across all media platforms. Until next time, I'm Shanita Sidakit Kriyathon. Sawasdee ka.